Hello and welcome to this video. On this video we're going to celebrate the birth of my best friend Rob Grokut, who is most well known for being the son of Kelly Grokut, the bass player and singer with ELO. On this video you will see a montage of little bits and bobs when Rob has appeared on my channel for your entertainment. But first I want to show you some actual footage of Rob's birth. So sit back and enjoy this little tribute to my best friend Rob Grokut. And a word of advice: if you want to get the most out of this video, it is best to watch it naked, as I am at the moment. Thank you very much.
Oh, we've started already. It's gone wrong.
Oh, it's already gone wrong. Hello and welcome to the first of hopefully many podcasts, which we don't even have a name for, or I don't even have a name for.
We were talking about calling it Robcasts.
Just because this was my idea, there doesn't appear to be an actual better title
I think
for
it's a perfectly acceptable idea.
Yeah, but
Robcast.
it doesn't really say what it is.
We
haven't really even decided what it is.
What is it?
So those of you who are listening to this are here in the inaugural Robcast, which is where myself, Andy Edwards,
And myself, Rob Grokut.
And myself, Richard Boxley.
basically talk about whatever comes into our heads. We haven't got any plan for this whatsoever, have we? The whole point is just to see what we capture, just talking aimlessly about whatever we end up talking about, which at the moment is this podcast, isn't it? Because, that's where we start with this podcast.
This is like a meta, this is like the conversation about the thing itself before the thing is even created.
About the podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I'm hoping that this whole podcast will not just be about this podcast, because that could...
Maybe we need to talk about the podcast.
Yeah. There's levels
Shall we
upon
talk
levels.
about the podcast at the start?
It's turtles all
we
the
have
way
already
down.
done that.
No. So, I mean, yeah.
We all in position?
I think so.
Good.
We're all ready.
Right, we got a list done. Hello and welcome to Rob. Hang on now, just move a little bit closer,
sorry.
just a little bit. Yes, and I'll go a little bit over, so we're a bit more set. Yeah, like this. Yeah, let's have a go. Yeah, you all in position. That's a bit better. That's a bit better now. Right. Hello and welcome to this video. And on this video, I am going to be ranking with my friend Rob Grokut to the albums of the band that was called the Electric Light Orchestra, or if you abbreviate it, ELO. This is going to be the ultimate ranking, much better than all the other people who've done them, because they're just fans. But I'm not even a fan of ELO, which makes it a little bit special. But my friend Rob here, obviously, as I've mentioned many times, is the son of Kelly Grokut, who was the bass player and singer with ELO.
Many times.
Yes, and so I've mentioned it quite a few times. Anyway, so it's been a funny thing, because I've never been a fan of ELO. No, it doesn't mean I don't like them, because I do like some of their songs.
We have had interesting conversations where you sort of take the mick out of them, which is almost...
Yeah, but
which is usually fair enough.
I mean, this one is going to be funny, but in terms of talking about the band, I'm not going to take the mickey out the band, right? No. Now, that might be hard to believe, because obviously I've come dressed as Ronald McDonald in his 70s porn era.
Yeah.
Don't make me laugh, because my moustache will come off.
You're making yourself laugh. I'm not. There it is. It's already going.
Oh God! So I thought because of Rob's, he's obviously the son of Kelly Grokut, so he looks a little bit like Kelly Grokut. I was really expecting some sort of better moustache, to be honest, today with the effort I put into this. So I thought I'd look a little bit more like Jeff Lynne for you, but that's about as silly as this is going to get. This is going to be a pretty this is going to be a serious video. Really? I'm here with my best friend Rob Grokut. We've worked together for many years, and as you know, here we are with my patrons and myself, doing this video where we're looking at overrated albums. And well, the thing is, Rob, I haven't told you this, but the patrons have come up saying that Out of the Blue by ELO, that album that your dad's on, that one. Yeah, your dad is on that one, isn't it?
Yes,
you know that one, yeah. Well, they've said it's overrated, and I've agreed with that. And I just thought, as your dad was in there, it'd be nice to see what you think about that. I mean, because really, it is. I mean, there's not that many good songs on there for a start, and I mean, they got Sweet Talking Woman, that's a good one, but there's no other good ones on there, is there really?
I mean, there's Mr. Blue Sky, which is maybe arguably ELO's most popular record.
Well, yeah, I suppose so. It's subjective, isn't it? But is it on that? Is it on that album then?
It is, yeah.
Well, yeah, we listened to it once,
And it's it's like there's 4 sides, and there's like.
Oh, is it a double album? Is it?
Yeah. And it's got there's a section called Concerto for a Rainy Day, which is like this sort of big sort of masterpiece of songs that are sort of moulded together.
I know, but I can remember when I listened to it, it seemed to have a lot of filler on there, and it was like there's quite a bit of like just these sort of rock and roll pastiches and like Chaz and Dave bits.
Well, I mean, we're talking about you're saying overrated, they're not saying underrated.
They're not saying underrated. It's not just me. All the patrons have done it. They've all said it. I mean, because we're mates, I thought you would have some sort of perspective on what why you think it is perceived as being overrated.
I mean, I'm a bit caught off guard, to be honest. I mean, because we're talking about maybe sort of my father's sort of potentially finest work, my late father's finest work. The person that's like one of the biggest, if not the biggest, inspiration to me, and probably the reason that I do what I do, to be honest. So it's a bit of a shock, to be honest.
Really?
I mean, I feel like you've ambushed me a little bit, to be honest with that.
No, I got to be honest, because we're mates, I thought you'd take it okay, but I mean, I can understand where you're coming from. And you really do think your dad was okay on that one?
Yeah, I think, I think...
I mean, I had to listen to the bass playing. It was pretty basic, really. I mean, it was just root notes and a bit of, I
mean,
it's not like he's Stanley Clarke, is it?
No, but then I guess that's why the word basic has the word bass in it. I thought that was...
I don't think that's right.
He thought that was always
Rob, I don't think that's right. I actually don't think that's right. I don't think it's called the bass because it's basic. And if that's what you got from your dad, no wonder people are thinking it's overrated.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't want to upset you. I mean, we've been friends for a long time, and
I just need to I need to have a think about things, actually, to be honest, and just reevaluate it. Have a listen to it again, and maybe.
Well, have you listened to it recently? Haven't you? Maybe.
Fairly recently. Maybe,
how recent would you say?
Well, maybe in the last couple of years, maybe.
Well, maybe because I haven't listened to it again.
Yeah.
You go and listen to it again. Have a listen to it.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I think Time's better.
Yeah. I mean. Yeah, maybe.
But that's not what overrated. I mean, people like that one. I mean, that is probably correctly rated, but really, Out of the Blue, everyone thinks it's bloody amazing, don't they? And you think it's amazing, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
What about you, Richard? What do you think? Have you heard Out of the Blue? You could talk, Richard.
He's laughing. Oh, come on, Rob. It's not that bad. We're just having a laugh, you know.
Sorry, we'll have to work. We'll have to do it. Got it wrong, too again. Hey woman, got the blues, 'cause you ain't got no one else to use. There's an open road that leads nowhere, so just put some miles between here and there. She's gone so long, what can I do? No, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Gotta get back to you. Sweet talking woman, you got me running, you got me searching. Sweet talking lover, it's so sad that's the way it's over.
All right then, Rob. Come on. You stay there.
Oh, okay.
You stay there. Talk to him.
I'll talk to. This is the thing now. This is your channel. If somebody tunes into your channel, they'll suddenly just see me on there. It's like, hello. We're gonna
What
have
we'll
a,
do is
Are we going to have a jam?
Yeah, we'll have a jam at the end. Something very delicate and pretty. Right, so we check we're in tune. So those of you who say we don't make music, this is the whole point. There's a few people watching, and we.
Oh,
What?
I was playing an E. This is going to be half of your videos. This is tuning in. Yeah, this is the Guitar Tuners Overture.
Can't catch me out.
I have to wait for you to come into shot, don't I?
Yeah, well, I'll be editing this.
Oh, you will be? Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. Oh no, I was doing a lesson then.
Right then.
Right, everybody. Come on, you at the back. Hello, welcome to this video. On this video, I'm going to be going through yet again 10 more bands I can't stick. Right, so at number 9, I've got Foreigner.
I couldn't tell you much about Foreigner either, to be honest.
Right, so Foreigner, towards the end of the late 70s, rock music started to get more and more blanded out. You had Boston come out with their album Boston, More Than a Feeling, you know. You had Journey going from sort of jazzy prog over to sort of a middle of the road rock. Toto emerged. Now I like Toto and I like Journey. Boston are okay, but Foreigner, they then come in and they're like one up from REO Speedwagon, who I absolutely hate. Right, but
You
Foreigner,
talked about REO Speedwagon.
REO Speedwagon are just, I mean, it's harder to explain why Foreigner are so bad, but I will explain to you why they're bad, and then you can see whether you hate them.
What's the big Foreigner song?
Right, I'm going to tell you a story about. So
Right.
one of their most famous songs is called "I've Been Waiting for a Girl Like You," and it goes like this: "I've been waiting
for a girl like you
Yeah.
to come into my life. Now, their lead singer is called Lou Gam, I think. Is it Lou Gam? Or is that the guitarist?
It is now.
Anyway, the lead singer. Bloody hell, my laptop.
That's going to help.
There we go.
did.
Right, so Lou Gam is in there about to make their biggest hit, right?
Yeah.
This is a story that they tell, right? And this story is supposed to make you be impressed by Foreigner, but it sums everything up why they're awful, right? So he's in the studio and they're about to do their biggest hit and he's not inspired. And he's like, oh, God, man, I can't do it today. I just cannot get into this song. And then the rest of the guys are going, come on, Lou, you can do it. You can do it. If only you had some sort of inspiration. Then Lou goes, but I haven't got any inspiration. I just feel like I've got no inspiration at all. Well, what are we going to do? And then at that moment, the doors of the studio opened and in walked an absolutely beautiful lady. And the beautiful lady came across the studio being all beautiful and sexy. And she sat down in front of Lou Gam. And when he saw her, he suddenly was filled with a feeling of probably a mixture of awe in her beauty and maybe some lust in his loins. And then he sang the song looking into her eyes. So when you hear him going, I've been waiting, he literally had been waiting for a girl. And she came in, and there she came into his life. And nobody knows who this woman was or is.
Or if this was ever true.
They say it's true.
Well,
That's the story. Now, I think what actually happened was more like this, if I act it out, is Lou was like this, I can't do it, man. I just don't feel it today, and I'm not feeling it. Well, you gotta make it, you gotta do it, because we need a massive hit record. Well, I don't feel it, and I don't want it, and I just need some beautiful girl. And then he says to one of the roadies, go and get me a beautiful girl like this. And they go out into the street, you know, and they walk around, they find someone who's relatively fit. They said, do you want to come up and be sung at by Lou Gam? And they went, oh, no, that hairy one out of Florida. Oh, come on, we'll give you $100. Okay, then. So they came, they brought them up and they sat there. They probably didn't look like a vision of beauty. They more looked like somebody out of the back of a David Lee Roth video. That's what I imagine was the real truth.
I mean, that does sound more feasible, to be fair.
But what do you think to a singer that demands that he has to have a beautiful lady? I mean, I don't want any Swiss Tony references here because I've walked straight into it, haven't I?
Yeah, but at least you haven't changed your profile on YouTube to look like. Oh no! Oh, you have.
Yeah. Because even I find it funny, to be honest. Did you notice that then?
I did. Yeah. Well, no, I noticed it because I saw a comment where somebody said, "Oh, new." They said,
where's your phone,
picture.
Rob?
My phone.
Photograph my list.
Is your battery about to go?
Yes, and if it
God.
goes, we're in trouble.
Oh God, this is where we're at.
And I've still got a space because I'm deleting something else out there.
Oh, I'm not looking at them.
Just in case this runs out.
Oh,
That was
again.
You cannot believe this. It's just died, and that laptop hasn't died through the battery going out. It's because I've got a dodgy fan. Do you think this works?
No, that looks like you're trying to play it as a wind instrument.
Oh, that worked. Did you hear that then?
That did something.
It was this bit up at this end. If this works, I can clip this and get millions of views and go, how to fix a
This is
fan
how
on
to fix it. Yeah. Yeah, I think you need to. It's getting stuck. I don't think it will.
Yeah, I've run out of power now.
You have run out of power. Well, the thing's there anyway. So.
And I've still got space. I haven't done this properly. Right, at number 9, I have one of the most awful bands in British history. Right, absolutely awful. Right, now, Chumbawamba, I don't like them, but it's not them. They're worse than Chumbawamba. Right, then you've got New Model Army. I don't like them either. I don't like them. I don't like lefty, folky types who have to play at festivals and jump around with slightly dreadlocky hairs, bumping into each other, and then they're saying, oh, excuse me, Tarquin, and then getting on with their left-wing socialist dirty rock. And you know who the peak is for this? And I bloody do hate this band. They sound horrible. It's the Levelers. I hate the Levelers. What a terrible band. Bloody rubbish. All with them, there's no group, there's no like dirt. New Model Army sound like there's a bit of aggression there to go. And the Pogues don't want quite like the Pogues. They're in the same bracket, right at the bottom. Right at the bottom, there's dire straits of dirty posh boy rock. Is the Levelers. What do you think to them, Rob?
You know what I think to them, because we've talked about this before. I'm actually a really big Levelers fan.
How can you be a fan of such a band?
Because it's not about the message. You talk about the message, you talk about what. But for me, I've always loved the music. I've loved it.
How can you love this open chord nonsense?
Because that's literally like what I.
But I
when I
don't
started
get it.
writing music, that was what I was doing. I was doing folk.
Have you got a Levelers
Folk
type
stuff.
song that you can sing for us?
Have I got one of my own or?
Yeah.
What? No.
you just said you wrote-
Because I don't do it anymore.
Oh,
But
you don't? Why did you give up?
Because you ended up getting me into prog. That's what.
You're not into prog. Not being able to name a Peter Gabriel
no.
album does not make you into prog.
So,
Writing Levelers
yeah, but
songs.
I can name you loads of Levelers albums.
Go on, name me some songs.
Weapon called songs or albums.
Either, I just want to get the
Weapon called
rubbish
the Word,
titles
Level
over.
in the Land.
Say it again.
A Weapon Called the Word, Level in the
A
Land.
weapon. What word is this?
Zeitgeist.
What's worth this? What is the word that's the weapon? With the Levelers. Tell me, go on. See, Rob's up close to my hate. Then he looked at me and go, my God, Andy really is angry.
That's about propaganda, isn't it? That's what that is. A Weapon Called the Word.
What propaganda?
What do you mean, what propaganda? As in propaganda itself is a weapon of words.
It's a political left.
It is very. No, the thing is, it's like because
who's the lead singer? That's the only one I can picture.
Mark Chadwick.
Mark Chadwick. I bet
yeah.
he's old now, isn't he? And he's
They're old.
I bet he's sat in his stately home, isn't he?
No, see, well, it's the
come back.
bassist is the one who's actually he's actually a lord. He genuinely is.
Joking.
And they do a festival which we used to go to years ago before we had kids.
You're getting some Levelers facts anyway.
And it's down in Cornwall, Devon, Cornwall, near Exeter. Is that Cornwall, Devon?
Exeter's in down south.
Yeah, West Country anyway. And I think it's actually in his like estate. That's where it's done. But they're all. I mean, I know how you feel about this, but they're all this sort of anarchist, leftist sort of.
I think we're done now. I don't want to do any more. It's gone on for way too long. I'm going to edit it all. So I think we're going to draw it to a close here.
Yeah.
But what I do want to finish with, because I can't be arsed doing the extra things, is that we shot this on one camera. I'm going to show you inside the machinations of my videos. We used to do this with two cameras, and then Rob would edit it, and the other camera is just a camera at distance, and then I could cut to that. And then that's what we're doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to do these shots now, but they don't actually match. Okay. So I'm going to move the camera to distance now. Then I'll come back, and then you've got to pretend to talk for about a minute. Then you pretend to talk for a minute, and then I'll pretend to talk. That'll be the final end of the video. And then they'll go because then they'll go, oh, I remember seeing this bit earlier on. Oh my God, the machinations. It's quite philosophical. This because it's ended with the stuff that was at the beginning and in full circle. And Andy knows what he's doing a little bit more than I thought. He's cleverer than what I thought. You up for doing this now? Okay, so do you understand what we're about to do? I'm going to move the camera and film the cutaways. That's the professional name for them. The cutaways.
I mean,
don't change anything.
Good band name.
We could have just filmed this with 3 cameras.
Don't take your glasses off or anything.
So we just talk about anything.
Don't take your glasses off. Don't move that cup.
You're telling us, is this code?
Don't move it, because the thing is, when I cut it, it's not going to make sense, is it? I just want a shot like that I could cut into. I just want a shot like that. That's all I want. And then so don't, Rob. What you do with your hands? Keep them steady if you can. Keep them steady.
I didn't keep them steady.
Don't even think of putting your glasses off. Right. So we're coming on.
I was going to say we should switch computers, but they're both.
Don't move anything. It's going to mess up the continuity.
People are not going to leave.
It's going to mess up the continuity.
Oh, he's in a vest.
So, can you just pretend that you're talking, and we'll just act like you're talking. So so what happens is when you're talking, I could cut to a long shot, and you'll be going, and because it's distance, they'll think, oh, that's him talking, and we're responding. You ready?
And I'm pretending while I'm talking.
Yeah, you just go like that.
I mean, can't I even say anything?
Say what you want.
Silence.
You're like a method actor,
Well,
aren't
you
you?
edit,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
gonna edit.
I am.
But have
I'm
we,
feeling
have
it.
we technically finished the video, or is this all still going to be on your video?
I don't know yet.
Oh my god.
Depends what's said, isn't it?
I think it's-
the
I
end-
got-
the
I
end
gotta
of
be
our
honest.
business video, anything could happen.
Anything
This
could
is the
happen.
best bit, I think. Isn't it?
What, you stripped to the waist?
I was going to take the vest stuff, but I thought, nah, not after Kanye West one.
Step too far.
You know, I mean, it's like.
You haven't got like a see-through bodysuit to
No.
put
It's
on.
really affected you, this Kanye West story. Look what you've ended up
He's
doing.
good looking.
Can you do your bits I can cut
We're
in?
doing it now, aren't we? I mean, you know, alright then.
All right, now your turn, Rob. You talk.
Is it? No, I'm gonna. Yeah. So, I mean, I can just pretend I'm doing something on here, and I can type and say,
I mean,
This
you
would
know,
be the real
plant-
anal retentive end of
plant-based
the
news.
autism. Look, he has really got to do it.
Yes, I'm gonna.
And this is hurting him, the fact that it's not going to be in sync.
It's really gonna.
Andy, can't you write out what we did? I don't mind it. I'll learn it, say it again.
I can already feel the